Well, veterans who served in the Vietnam War were honored today by a nonprofit that provides medical and memory care in North and South Carolina.
Yeah, Lower Cape Fear Life Care provides hospice and other specialized medical help for veterans throughout the Carolinas.
News 13 Scholar Music shares how some are looking back at that time 52 years ago.
We spoke to a Vietnam War veteran who says the welcome home lunch was about camaraderie, paying homage to the veterans we lost, and reflecting on fighting in the Vietnam War and its lasting impacts on those who served.
Oh, say, can you see?
The Vietnam War was unpopular at the time for many Americans, so many Vietnam veterans were not thanked for their service when they got home. March 29th is National Vietnam War Veterans Day, which recognizes the 52nd anniversary of U.S. troops' withdrawal from South Vietnam. One veteran says he served for 7 years during the Vietnam War, 2.5 years on the destroyer Navy, and 4 years in the submarine service.
The camaraderie in the submarine service was just so amazing between the officers and the enlisted. When you're in a submarine, you've got to qualify in submarine service, and you've got to be able to do anything that's required of you while you're on that boat. So, very proud of my service.
Another Vietnam veteran says his time serving then was the most spiritual experience of his life. He says that theme of camaraderie held true, even with wounded soldiers on the other side of the war.
Providing him with what little bit I had as far as nourishment, that sort of thing, and sending him on his way. Just another guy. As a matter of fact, I have no idea what he said and vice versa. I'm sure he didn't have what I said, but we laughed a couple times, silly stuff. But that was an experience.
When Maney got back from Vietnam, he was assigned to the Washington, D.C. area to patrol during protests. He says he spoke to many people who were against the war, and although he and the protesters disagreed, they respected each other's opinions. Maney kept saying how grateful he was to serve and to return home. But he ended our conversation with this.
We didn't need to be there, and we don't need to be anywhere else we're going to ever be. But I guess that's the way of the world. Yes, it is, yeah.
Reporting in Myrtle Beach, Scholar Music, News 13.